Everybody is Dee. I'm glad you're here, let's get into some things. I hope you're ready, cause this is what I do. It's all about different perspectives in here. Where you gon' get the real, no BS in here. We keep it real as we can. You can tell your truth and feel comfortable here. These reactions, videos and live these reactions. She's about to put on a show. These reactions, just to let you know, like, share, subscribe. We about to go live. It's DeeDee's reactions. Keep it real, keep it these reactions. What you gon' do? DeeDee's reactions. We about to go live. Subscribe. We about to go live. It's DeeDee's reactions. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Welcome to the show. Everybody is Dee. I'm glad you're here, let's get into some things. I hope you're ready, cause this is what I do. It's all about different perspectives in here. Where you gon' get the real, no BS in here. We keep it real as we can. You can tell your truth and feel comfortable here. These reactions, videos and live these reactions. She's about to put on a show. These reactions, just to let you know, like, share, subscribe. We about to go live. It's DeeDee's reactions. Keep it real, keep it these reactions. What you gon' do? DeeDee's reactions. We about to go live. Subscribe. We about to go live. It's DeeDee's reactions. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh.
What up, YouTube? It's your girl, DeeDee. Welcome back to another impromptu live stream. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody in the building and everybody watching. I hope you guys are doing really well. Listen, as you come into the building, make sure you hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button as you come into the building. That is super, super important, y'all. Also, if you are here for the first time and you like the content, but you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe, share, and like the stream, and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. Listen, as you come into the building, hit the like button. Hit the like button as you come into the building. Hit the like button, you guys. Listen, and ladies and gentlemen, when I say you guys, I'm addressing everybody. Ladies, gentlemen, hit the like button as you come into the building. I appreciate you all. So listen, I want to get into, because yesterday we talked about this whole shenanigan situation with Anton Daniel. Shout out to Anton and Corey Holcomb. Shout out to Corey Holcomb once again. Definitely been a fan of both of them. They're both successful, both do really, really well in their own right. So I wanted to come back and address, or just give my thoughts and get your thoughts as well on Anton responding. So Anton actually responded to the whole situation. He did a live. I put the link to the full live in the description. So if you haven't watched that video, go over and watch it in its entirety. I'm not going to play the entire video, but I'll play a little bit of it. And I want to get y'all thoughts, so make sure you chime in the chat. Also, make sure you support the channel with a super chat or a cash app if you can. That definitely helps the channel to go a long way. Also, hit the like button. That absolutely helps the channel as well. So hit the like button as you come into the building. So I want to get y'all thoughts on it. Chime in. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you super chat your responses or questions or comments, so that I can read them for you on screen. All right. So we gonna get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the video of Anton. And yeah, I want to know y'all thoughts on this whole situation. Listen, once again, I'm still asking, where did this all stem from, y'all? This was unlikely to me that they had issues with each other. I just didn't see that coming. And it took me by surprise once again.
Start is after he say that.
And I'm still surprised as to, why they're beefing. I don't know. And maybe, like I said before, maybe there was something I was missing, or it just happened that way. Anton is going to give some clarity on it, about the whole situation. And I want to know your thoughts. I'm going to do something a little bit differently. I'm gonna put the link if you want to come up and give your thoughts on it, or if you have any more, if you have, any more on this situation, if you know a little bit more about how this came about, or if you just want to chime in and give your thoughts on who you thought was in the right or who you thought was in the wrong in the situation. I'll drop the link in a little bit. If you want to just come up and give your 2 cents on it, make sure you have you have to be cammed up. I want you to be cammed up for this particular video. So you cannot just come up with an avatar. You must cam up if you want to come on the panel and give your 2 cents. So you must be cammed up if you want to give your thoughts on the whole Anton Corey Holcomb situation. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me rewind it back about what Anton is saying. Make sure you hit the like button as you come into the building. Here we go.
Where it start is after he say that. The disrespect was before I ever said anything. When you see this chopped up on platforms, they chop it where I then respond to the energy. They don't chop it where the disrespect started. They chop it. Oh man, if Anton would, nigga, he started saying disrespectful shit way before I ever even. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna return the same energy that you gave it to. When they start their clips, and when people start to do their narrative, they don't start it at where he said, "You kissing Caucasian men ass." Is that gay? You telling another man that he kissing a white man's ass? Can I take that as gay?
Now, okay, so listen, okay, what's your thoughts on that? What do you think about Anton saying, because that is something people was pointing out to me yesterday, that it started with that. What's your thoughts on that? Because somebody was telling me that yesterday that that it started with that, and then that's why he responded the way he responded. What's your thoughts on that? I want to know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. But this is what Anton is saying. So, if he, Anton said that was disrespectful, and it's kind of the same way when Corey responded to that, saying, "Oh no, I don't do the the gay shit. Don't do that. That's we clearly saw that it was a trigger for Corey when Anton said that to him. But do you guys think that if Anton took that as disrespectful, maybe he should have said something, or that's just not how men move? I don't know. I'm not a man. That's why I'm asking, because I'm like, how do you know? Is there something now? If somebody say something, that's super crazy, what is automatic disrespect? Because somebody cussed me out and called me a low down dirty B, then I think that's automatic disrespect, and you need to be dealt with, right? Especially if I didn't give that energy. But if somebody gives you energy that is disrespectful to you, shouldn't you say, "Hold on, man, I don't do that disrespect. Don't talk to me like that." Should have been? I can't tell you how to respond or anything, but I'm saying, because Corey actually said, "Nah, I don't." That was a trigger for me. I don't like the gay shit. So, you know what I'm saying? If you keep bringing it around after somebody then already told you that that is disrespectful to them, how does that go? But even if it was started, because Corey did say that first, that's true. But then, if that's disrespectful to you, should you call it out? Is that how men do it? Should you? Because I've heard men say, "Man, like, look, watch it. I don't play around like that. Don't you disrespect me." And then the other person have the opportunity to say, "Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't know that. I wasn't trying to. If that wasn't your intention, I wasn't trying to disrespect you like that. But okay, so now I know the same. Okay, and then you move on. What's that? How do y'all view that? Let me know. Let me know. Let's continue.
Would I be justified to be offended at that? But I respect it though, because you said it to my face. I respect it because you didn't say it when I was gone. You said it to my face. I'm going to give him that. At the very least, you got to give him that. You have to give it that he said it to my face. But that don't mean shit to me. You know why? Because he don't know me in real life. And so I don't take it to mean shit. His words don't resonate with me. And so this is a
Now listen, shout out to Anton. But listen, I hear people say, oh, what a person say, they don't take it personally or it don't mean nothing to them. But clearly it kind of does, in my opinion, respectfully, in my opinion. I'm like, it's easy to say, oh, words don't mean nothing to you or certain things don't bother you. I don't care what people say. And if they say it to your face, it doesn't matter. It does. It does. Because in your tone and how you, in my opinion, in your tone and how you respond. Now, I don't think, listen, if somebody, because I think if somebody say something disrespectfully to your face, I personally, like if, and I'm a woman, and if another woman disrespects me in any way, and especially to my face, then I'm going to respond to her. I'm not going to let you just disrespect me and talk to me no any kind of way, because you do have to set the tone to how you allow people to respond to you. Or people will just think you a pushover. You know what I mean? You just can't let nobody disrespect you and not check that. So you have to check it. It's not saying, oh, it's just because we in person and you tell me to my face, you a ratchet mother effer or you a raggedy bee. I'm just gonna sit here and be like, oh, okay, yeah, you said it. I'm not saying that's what Anton is saying. I'm just saying, if somebody check me to my face and tell me I'm a raggedy bitch, I'm just saying, and I didn't disrespect. No, I'm gonna respond, and however I'm gonna respond, I'm gonna respond. I can't say how, but I'm never gonna let that slide, because I'm not going, if I allow you to do that to me once, then you're going to think you could continuously do it, and others are going to think they could do it too. So you have to defend yourself. But what I'm saying, so essentially, in my opinion, you have to let people know where you stand and what bothers you and what doesn't. Because if nothing bothers you and you don't say anything, how is somebody supposed to know, what bothers you if nothing bothers you? I mean, yes, you defend yourself, but I think if you're trying to have a cordial conversation and you're not really trying to cause controversy, or you're not trying to stir up something, and if you're really just trying to keep it cool and cordial, then it would make sense to say, nah, hold on. I don't tolerate this. I find that disrespectful. I'm not going to tolerate that. Especially if y'all are just trying to have a conversation about something else and there's no real other agenda, or there's no, you know what I'm saying, no confusion there. I think it would be best to do that. Now, will it always go that way? I don't know. But in a cordial situation, if it's not beef and if it's not some animosity or something else, I would think that would be what you would do. That's just me thinking. And that's just my opinion. Let's continue.
Another thing that I want y'all to learn, black people. They not smart like that, bro. They not smart. They want you to be a victim. I don't look at myself as a victim. My father taught me that life is 90%, 10% of what happens to you, 90% of how you respond to it. Why would I get offended? I've never pedestalized this nigga. This nigga don't mean nothing to me. He a content creator, as far as I'm concerned, just like I am. Why? I'm not tripping about it. Okay, cool. So that's where we going? Well, if that's where we going, then we can go all the way to hell with it. You can't control how a nigga respond to you once you disrespect him. You can't say, oh, it's levels to disrespect. Nigga, you disrespected me to my face. But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me, because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit.
Well, now you offended. Now you rolling your eyes and you offended. They never start where the disrespect start. They always go where niggas get offended. And let me tell you another thing about black people. They emotional. They emotional. They can't hold that shit in. They can't control themselves. But where he went wrong is this. And I'm gonna tell you where he went wrong.
you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
See, ain't
homie,
nobody
let me tell you something,
ain't
homie.
nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
Ain't nobody
suck
gonna
dick.
tell you. Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck
you
dick,
doing,
homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when
that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
Let's
switch
switch
it.
seats.
Let's
Switch
I'm with it.
seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't
We can
do
talk right in front of each
I don't
other.
do no dick
Hey,
sucking
hold on.
shit. I'm a motherfucker.
Listen. This is what I know for sure. One thing is for sure, and two things is for certain. You can't say I'm jumping off the porch and don't jump. You can't go to the end of the ledge and don't jump. Nigga, you might as well have left Darlene in the middle of us because you got to do something now. You got to do something now. I'm not impressed. Ain't no fear in me. Listen. I'm telling you, I don't know if y'all seen it. Y'all can go back and watch it for yourself. The nigga was shaking like Muhammad Ali at the Olympics, nigga. They were shaking. He was shaking. His hand was like this the whole time. He was shaking like Muhammad Ali at the Olympics. Boy, that nigga was shaking so bad. And some people can make the case and say, well, people get like that when they really mad or when they really nervous and it didn't go the way that they thought it was going to go.
Listen, I can't. Anton is saying his hands were shaking. Maybe he was nervous. I don't know. But one thing I do know, I have not seen two ninjas get that close to each other and not fight. That's all I'm saying. I have not seen two dudes who been that, and then because typically the way, and this is just from what I've seen, y'all. Listen, I'm not a gangster. I've seen some gangster shit though. The way Corey got in Anton's face, that would have been a fight. That would have been a fight straight up from what I've seen. And everybody don't move the same. The way Corey got up and got that close to Anton in his face, the other person would have just fight. I'm just saying. But maybe that's two different worlds. I'm just saying. Y'all, listen, like I said, I have mad respect for both of these men. But what I'm saying is, once again, like I said yesterday, from what I seen from the hood growing up, if Corey, the way Corey jumped in his face like that close and saying what he was saying, the other dude just would start punching. So I'm just, we can look at it both sides. We could be like, damn, Corey, you got in his face like that. Why didn't you, he disrespected you right to your face. Why you didn't just start hitting him? Or if it was really, you know what I'm saying, them type of dudes, when you jump in a dude face that close, that's a signal to the other guy that you about to try to fight me. So I gotta automatically respond to defend myself. So that it didn't happen on both sides. He got in his face. He got in Anton's face. When I've seen dudes who go jump in somebody's face, it be fisticuffs on, like that other person jumps into defense mode quickly. Now, once again, everybody don't respond the same. And I'm not saying, this is a slight one way or another. I just don't think that, like they keep saying to each other, you're not tough, and he not, and Corey was saying, I'm not trying to be tough. And he's saying, they both saying the same thing. Neither one of y'all are really tough, is what y'all, by your own admissions, what y'all saying from what I'm gathering. And I could kind of see, I'm just saying, as far as fighting, like, you know what I mean? And, once again, and I stand by it, if a dude, from what I've seen, come in your face like that, that automatically is a sign that you threatening me, and the other dude just start punching. So one side could say, dang, he didn't fight back. He didn't hit him. But it was almost like when you get in another man's, because once again, men say it all the time. When you do that, it's already a threat there. So if one man gets in your face like that automatically is a sign that a threat. Like I gotta respond. You know what I'm saying? That's how the street dudes do it. They ain't gonna let you get in their face like that. When you jumping up on them like that, they automatically gonna respond. So, you know, that's how I see it. So once again, I don't think either side really wanted it to go to that point. I think either side, I don't think Anton really was there to fight, and I don't think Corey was there to fight, wanted to fight. I don't think either one of them wanted to get to the fight. Clearly Corey was not feeling that comment that he made towards him, and he let it be known. He let it be known that that wasn't, that was disrespectful. Mr. Walker 96, shout out to you. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Salute, Sister Dee Dee. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, Mr. Walker 96. J Knight 1984 says, there's a sad truth to this. The people who despise both of them are having a field day. Wow, that's crazy. Thank you, J Knight 1984. I appreciate you. Yeah, and that's the funny thing. I like both of them. I mean, I don't have a problem with anything that they say. I don't get offended by any of them. They have their points to make. And I don't, because there are a lot, like I said, there are a lot of people who I hear negative things about both, and I hear positive things about both. And, my experiences with both, it has not been negative. So I don't look at it personally. I'm just looking at it for what it is. Is it Derek F8 says, closing distance, taking up personal space, and putting his hand in the other's face, that establishes dominance. Right. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I mean, and once again, this is what men say, there's that silent, there's that threat there when two men are in each other's faces, because they know that it can go to blows. And so I think, once again, despite what was being said, when Corey got in his face that close, would have been considered a threat. That is, oh, this is a threat of violence, I have to respond. But that's everybody. I clearly see it does not go that way, because him getting close in his face like that was like, damn. Because even me, and I'm not a man, and I'm not, if I'm not gonna let nobody get this close in my face, because I'm gonna push you back or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let you just walk up on me like that. I'm not gonna let you. I'm gonna have to defend myself. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to get you off of me, and if you keep coming, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how people normally respond. Like, but this is not no hood shit, I guess. So it wasn't happening like the hood from what I've seen. I'm just saying. So, and I respect that. I mean, like I said, I didn't think they should have been fighting, but I would have understood if it did get to that level, because you understand how men are, how men act, how men respond. It's not like a lot of times women, we talk a lot. When we argue, girl, I wish you would do this, and we get in each other's face, and you can push somebody out and back, and then a lot of times it's a lot of just arguing back and forth with women. But a lot of times it don't always get to a fight, because women could call you, say all kind of stuff. And a lot of times it just be a back and forth, putting your hands in each other's faces as women, and it don't always really get to a fight. But with men, you get up on a man like that, it's like, they go at it. But that's not that situation. Let's continue.
You saying it?
Fucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none
Well,
of that
I
shit.
tell you what. Watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do.
I said what I said, nigga. I said it to your face twice. Call it what you want. I said nigga, you heard me. It wasn't no mincing words. Don't say, amen, knock the stick off of my shoulder. Nigga, knock it off my shoulder this time. Step over this line. Nigga, we not in high school, nigga. You heard me. What the fuck are you talking about? This ain't elementary school. Hey, knock the stick off my shoulder one more time. Nigga, you heard me twice. You heard me twice. You started the disrespect. I met you with the same energy. I'm in your city, in your studio, with all of your friends all around. Now you got to do something. You got to do something. Or I know who you really are now. All of that shit talking, all of that bossing up on women, all of that talking about niggas in real life and all of that shit, nigga, we not impressed by it.
No dick sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that gay shit, oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put
You
no
switching
dick
seats
sucking
don't mean
shit.
to me.
Don't put no
I'm
dick
from
sucking
Detroit,
shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm
Now
saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I'm gonna
I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're not bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do dick
We can
sucking
put the
shit.
microphone right down,
Yo.
right now, and go out back.
We can put the microphone down right now and go out back. We ain't got to risk our platforms. No. Let's really break this down. We ain't got to risk our platforms. We ain't got to risk it being demonetized. We know how YouTube feel about fighting online. They don't do fights. They don't do none of that shit. They will shut you down immediately. It's a fact. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. We ain't got to do none of the fluff. We ain't got to do.
Now, I will say Anton, shout out to Anton, like I said. Anton, in a sense, I wish Anton would have said it again, right in his face. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my God.
I wish Anton would have just said, use right again in his face, close while he right there. And just then, then we would see. When he said, say it again, I kind of wish he would have said it again, and then to see how Corey was going to respond. Right in his face like that. If you said it right in his face like that, and let's see what was going to happen, because he said, say it again. You know, a lot of times when I watch them, those videos where these women be approaching, calling somebody the N-word, and then the chick will be like, say it again, or the dude would be like, say it again, call me the N-word again, and he do it, and boom, they start fighting. So I mean, I didn't want these men to fight, but I'm just saying, like, that would have proved something too. Like when he was that close to you saying, say it again, I mean, he already said it. But I mean, he said, say it again right there. I mean, that would have been a test too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, this was crazy, y'all. I really think it was uncalled for, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to play what Anton is saying. Shout out to Successful MD. Thank you for the super chat. Says, go out back is a setup. Damn. Okay. Thank you, Successful MD. That's crazy. That's crazy. All of this is crazy. Two successful men going at it, and I still don't even know what their issues are with each other. I still don't know. Could y'all tell me, please? Please. Let's continue.
Do it for the internet. We can go out back right now, shoot the fade, and do what we do. Because if this is what you saying that you are, then we can go ahead and do it.
I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
You running your mouth. I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit for the
sucking
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show
Anton,
you I ain't doing it for the internet.
if you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me, because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it
call this nigga out his name?
Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
Now his people trying to derail it and trying to calm it down. So shout out to his people.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
Don't switch seats, nigga, like you tough. Don't switch seats like you pressing me.
No,
no.
This my show. This
cool.
my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't dick suck.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
I told you right now, you're not gonna do shit. Look, bro, I don't know what part of the world y'all from, but either you are or you're not. You don't need no battery in your back in order to do so. You don't need him, you don't need her, you don't need none of that shit. If you feeling some type of way, you don't need no battery in your back. You don't need somebody to push you over the edge in order to do it. Nigga, either you are or you not. Don't do all of the performative shit. Don't do it for the internet. Don't try to save face, because that's the truth.
Me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga.
You're not gonna
come
do
me with. See, I suck dick again.
All right, so now he put the microphone down, right? He put the microphone down, right? All right, cool.
Yeah, nigga.
We can go out back right now.
It ain't nothing else to talk about. And from my perspective, once you put the microphone down, it ain't nothing else to talk about, because you're not trying to talk no more. You don't want to resolve it. You don't want to be amicable. You don't want to debate. You don't want to do none of that shit. So from my perspective, okay, well, I guess that's that. I guess we going up then, right? We could just go ahead and head out back right now. Let's rock out. You put the mic down. Let's go out back right now. Let's do it.
We can go out back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
What we still talking about? What are we still talking about? Nigga, let's just go out back and shoot a fair one. This is the second time I invited you to go shoot a fair one. I bet you won't say it. Nigga, we can go out back right now. What is we talking about? Why are we sitting here debating? Fuck the optics. Fuck all of this. Let's not risk the money, but let's go ahead and get this shit out of our system. And then we going to come back and we going to figure.
Now, to be fair, once again, and maybe I just seen a bunch of hood shit. When somebody say something to me, if you've already been disrespectful to them, what's another time saying it? That means you'll disrespect them no matter what. If you've already disrespected them, it's disrespect is disrespect. Once you do that, most dudes I've seen somebody say, nigga, if you come do that again, say it to me again, say it again. And he come and say it. And then they, like I'm saying, I'm just saying, maybe, like I say, this is a different realm on social media, because in real life, it don't happen like this. No, it don't happen like this in real life. In real life, boy, it's a whole different story. So yeah, it's different for social media. If somebody's saying, I'm a threat to you. Oh, niggas take that seriously. Especially if you tell somebody, yeah, it's a threat to me. You keep saying that shit. It's a threat to me. It don't end well, but maybe because it's social media, it's a difference. Because I guess you can't expect. Now, I've seen a couple of instances on social media where they didn't give a shit about the studio, nothing. They went to fighting. Dude was I don't know who these guys were, but on the panel, dude was talking some tough shit. He was saying, I got my family is from the hood and I got this nigga and we'll do this. And he said something, man, we'll like basically like we'll come after you. And that other dude looked and he got up and he just went punching the shit out of that dude. I don't know who these guys were, but my husband was showing me this video and that dude got up and he didn't say a word. He walked over and he knocked the shit out of that guy. It wasn't even, they had to break him up. It wasn't even a fight. He had to whopped him in the head real quick because he was talking and the other guy was like, oh yeah. And then he didn't really say nothing. So I'm just like, that's kind of what I've seen. And I'm just like, this is why I think this shouldn't be an issue. I think they should just get past this. Don't ever do this again. And just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because people who really move like this, they don't care about nothing else. All they care about is the disrespect. I'm just saying, the dudes who really about that type of life, they don't care about nothing but the disrespect. You disrespect them, it's on and popping. Then they don't care about none of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I guess when you're dealing with successful men who have a lot to lose is different. That's all I'm gonna say. Because it niggas who really fight for real, they don't really care about all this other shit. The L Factor, thank you for the super chat, says Corey took Anton's euphemism literally. Thank you, the L Factor, for the super chat. I appreciate you. L Skeletor Gore 4643 says the issue is telling another man in his platform to SD in person. Anton came in and faked the whole interview. Anton was out of pocket. Thank you for the super chat and your commentary. Mauricio 91 says, LMAO, how about we make friends? Anton and Corey in unison. Shut up. Thank you for the super chat, Mauricio. I appreciate you. Yeah, I really hope they can just get past this. Successful MD says that day he was Antoinette, now wants to be Anton. Thank you, Successful MD. I appreciate you for the support. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's continue.
Figure it out. What is we talking about? You put the mic down. You not talking no more. You got Darlene coaching you right now.
We can go all back right now.
Third time. I'm right there. I'm looking at him right there.
I got money for all this.
I got money for all this. I'm richer than you, nigga. I'm not even sure that Corey is rich. What the fuck is we talking about? See, you can't see, we disarm them because you can't say, well, I'm doing it because I don't want to risk nothing, because I offered you to shoot a fair one in the back so you don't fuck up the money, you don't fuck up your people money, you don't fuck up the platform, none of that shit. I offered you 3 times. Fuck the bullshit. You can't say, well, I don't want to get sued. I got more money than you. I'm the one that's the liability. I'm the one that's the liability. They can't use the money argument. You can't use the intellectual argument. I'm in your city. Look, I don't know if y'all understand this. I don't know if y'all really understand this. I'm in your city. I flew out to LA. You not in Detroit. You not in my city. I'm in your city and your studio. In your studio. If I'm not what you say I am, why am I in your studio saying let's shoot a fair one? Listen, we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to assume. We don't have to say what we are or we not. We could just do whatever it is that we're going to do. I'm in your city, your address, and I'm right there. So we could have did that on some intellectual shit.
What's going on, Avenge the Ancestors? How are you? Mauricio, once again, thank you for the super chat, says touchy pride and batshit crazy egos. Thank you, Mauricio, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Man, let's continue.
Or we could have do it that other way. But if you not gonna do nothing, then stop woofing. I don't threaten niggas in real life. I don't say what I'm going to do to you in real life in front of a nigga in his face. Nobody does that. You old enough. We not in high school. Nobody does that. Either they are or they not. Either it's up or it's not. I've never seen a nigga in the hood. I've never seen a nigga in court. I've never seen nobody explain what you have to do to continue to push them over the edge after you already said what you said. Nigga, it's either up or it's not. Or
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, but usually the dudes from the hood, if you say something about if they feel disrespected, they coming with the blows. They're not gonna, I'm just saying, Anton, I respect and love what you do, but dudes from the hood, if you say something that's if they feel they've been disrespected by you, they try to get to you. They're not gonna come to your hood or your neck of the woods and play with you. They coming to do something. So if you felt disrespected by somebody else, if you come to them, you think they coming to talk? They ain't coming to talk. They coming to mess some shit up. They not coming to talk, respectfully.
Oh my God.
I mean, at least that's what I've seen. Maybe that's a different case in some cases. If a dude from the hood feels that you disrespected him, they got you on their radar. So if they come into your city, they ain't coming to talk. They coming to either mess some shit up or fuck you up. I'm just saying. That's it. That's how they act in the hood. They don't be coming to sit down and have an intellectual. They don't care about no hood dudes. Don't care about no intellectual conversations. They come in to wear you out if that's their intention. If they feel you've disrespected them, they not coming to talk. They don't care about no intellectual. They don't care about who they're. They don't care about no props. They don't care about nothing else. They coming to fight. So my thing is, if once again, I don't know the backstory. I don't know what I don't know if Corey Holcomb disrespected Anton previously. That's what it seems like. I don't know. And Anton is like showed up like to be like, nigga, I'm here. What you gonna do? But if you was the one who was affected by what he was saying, then you know what I'm saying? If somebody is on the internet talking shit about you, right? And you don't like it, to me, that would be the only reason you would show up to where they at to let them know what it is. Okay, you talking this shit online. Now I'm here. Ain't no more talking. I'm coming to respond. So I'm not coming to talk. I'm coming to respond. That's what I would say. I would come to respond. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just sit and I don't want to talk with you. If you disrespecting me online and you and if it's no, you know, if disrespect is disrespect, you disrespect me there because you know, usually if people say a lot of tough shit online, you know, most people would say, oh, would you say that to me, to my face? And then when you get in their face, they gonna say it to your face. And I guess that's what Anton was proving. Look, I'm showing up and telling you what I feel to your face. But I'm trying to find out, did Corey have a problem with what Anton was saying? Or did Anton have a problem with Corey was saying? Because it seems like the person that would show up to the other person is the one who had a problem with what the person was saying. That's how I would take it. I could be wrong. If somebody is saying something, talking mad shit about me online, and I don't like it, and I get wind of it, and then I'm like, you know what, fuck that, I'm showing up, and then I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna get in your face, and let's see what's popping. So I guess that's what Anton was proving, but if I'm going to show up, you know, I'm not going to show up I don't want to talk to you at that point, because you could set up a conversation over the phone or online to say, I didn't like that or whatever. Stop doing that shit. You could warn people in that way, because I've seen people do that. And by the time it gets to the point of you showing up, they're not trying to talk. That's just my take on it. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't know. I don't know. You know. And once again, I do think both of these men have a lot to lose, but in the truth of the matter, a lot of dudes don't be caring about that. They just be like, they don't even be thinking like that. A lot of times and I don't think that that's good either. I don't think you should just jump and go to do that when you know, to put yourself in a situation that you know you don't want to be in. You know what I mean? I can understand, because these guys, in my opinion, I feel like they have a lot to lose. They don't want to mess up their money and all of that kind of stuff. I get it. But a lot of dudes, once again, and I'm talking about dudes who probably don't have a lot to lose. I'm just saying. I'm referring to dudes, real hood dudes. They don't be giving a shit. Hell, they don't be thinking about nothing to lose. All they care about is the principle and the disrespect. If you disrespected me, I'm coming to fix the issue. And they don't say issue. They fix it. They're going to fix the issue. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you got an issue with me? They gonna come and fix it. They don't care about all that other stuff. I'm just saying. So, you know what I mean? Like that's how I've seen it. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't, from what I've seen, don't do social media. And so I think that's the thing. You know, when I see this kind of, you know, back and forth with these men on social media, it's a different type of ball game than in real life. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Now, you know, that's what I'm saying. Anton showed up to Corey's spot. Corey got in his face and dared him to say what he said to him. And, you know, Anton was like, no, I'm gonna respect your platform. I'm like, so I don't think neither one of them wanted to fight. I don't think, because once again, like I say, I think they have a lot to lose. And on one hand, y'all respect each other, and on the other hand, you don't. If Corey said some disrespectful stuff to him online, he showed up and he said some disrespectful stuff back to him in his face. He gets in his face and dare you to do it again. And he says, no, I'm gonna respect you. It's a respect, disrespect all together. Like it's kind of interesting, actually. It really is. Avenge the Ancestors. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I don't like either one of those dudes, Corey or the Tether. Oh, why? Why you call Anton the Tether? Thank you, Avenge the Ancestors. I appreciate you for the super chat. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, y'all. Please hit the like button. Let's continue.
We might as well just go back to podcasting, because that's all we are. We just podcasting and we content creators at this point. Because don't nobody need nobody to put a battery in their bag. I'm right here in front of your face. Let's shoot one. That's all for the internet, man. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, nigga was shaking like a salt shaker. When he say study the video, go study the video. Nigga was shaking like a salt shaker. Nigga was nervous. What you looking for your microphone for? You put it down. Why you looking for your microphone? You put it down. It's these new, I don't know, maybe he adapted to the new generation of niggas. I'm saying it right there.
Whatever. I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
No, it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Darlene, get out the way.
Why you telling her to get out the way like you gonna do something though? Why are you telling her to get out the way like you gonna do something? Why are you looking at her? He looking at her, I'm looking at him. He's looking at her. This is the equivalent of, hey, get out the way. The girl is in the way.
Look, I would have told Darlene get out the way too, girl, because I look, get out the way, Darlene. You know, because me, I would have got out the way anyway, because I know, you know, like I said, I've seen dudes push chicks out the way, like hard, like, you know what I mean, like sling them out the way, like damn, they almost hurt the chick. Like getting her out the way. So like, yeah, if you know, you know, and if you've seen real interactions between men, that's why I don't understand. This is why I don't understand women who try to fight men, because I know some of these dudes will knock the shit out of you. This is why I be saying, please keep your hands to yourself. Don't hit no man, because I've seen dudes crack the hell out of some chicks. So you know, it's like when you've seen this kind of stuff for real, like, you know, the potential of where it could go. When you've seen people lose their lives behind this type of stuff, this is what's so fascinating to me about the internet, because, you know, this is a different world, y'all. I realize that, especially coming to this space, which I found shocking too. And I ain't gonna lie, because when I first came into this realm, I've been on social media and YouTube for years before this red pill stuff. And when I came into this red pill space, that's what they call it, right? Red pill space. When I saw how a lot of the men, not all of the men, but when I saw how a lot of the men were interacting with each other, I was shocked. It's something I had never seen, y'all. I had never seen it before. I'd never seen men cuss each other out the way they do on social media and go back and forth with each other the way they do, and what the stuff that they say, and nothing happens. I'm just saying. I was a little shocked. I didn't know. I had never seen, because in real life, I haven't seen men go back and forth with each other like that without there being some type of consequence. So I just think there is a difference between social media and the real hood niggas who don't have nothing to lose. You know, and that's what I'm saying. And I've seen that. I've seen it. I swear I have. And it's just a difference. They don't, you know, those dudes on a different type of time, and they don't be playing like, you know, a lot of people, you know, it goes down, and it's a difference, because that's why I say a lot of the dudes who really about that life, they're not on social media, because first off, they don't even want their face plastered across social media. They don't even want their faces seen. They're not trying to. They'll be like, I ain't for that social media shit. That's how they talk. Like, man, they ain't with it at all. You know, they off the radar. They don't, because they know what they're capable of, and they know what they would do, and they know what they've done. You know, the real henchmen, so to speak, don't be on social media. And if they are, they're very low key. Like, they don't talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, the real, that's why the real, you know, what they would call goons are behind the scene. That ain't the ones that's on social media. Because they wouldn't be able to do it. They'll be in jail, busted with their face, because they're gonna respond differently. So, and that's not what I'm promoting. I'm just saying it's a different level of the way men especially men interact on social media versus for real. Because everybody knows the real dudes about that. They're not gonna be caught on social media. That's the last thing they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is why I say this is not a good look for these men. I don't think this is what they should be doing. Mauricio, thank you for the super chat, says everyone got a plan until they get punched in the face. Mike Tyson. Right. Thank you, Mauricio. I appreciate you. Everyone got a plan until they get punched in the face. Mike Tyson. Morning drive coffee break. Thank you for the super chat. Says Corey disrespected Anton first. There's an old saying that when you do it first, I do it worse. Corey usually bullies people, but underestimated Anton. Thank you for the super chat morning drive coffee break. I appreciate your commentary, and thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the support. Blue X 22329, thank you for the super chat. Says black men and white men definitely communicate differently. I've seen white dudes joke the way black men would never. That situation was a mess overall, in my opinion. I agree. Thank you, Blue X. I appreciate you for the support, for the super chat, and for being here. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just crazy, y'all. And yeah, you know, it's a lot that, you know, that happens in these social media spaces, and it's unfortunate. Nazi Naz 97, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Says honestly, looking back, it's about boundaries. Anton took offense when Corey said he kissed white ass, right? Anton took it to the next level. They just disagree on fundamentally. No different from ninjas fighting on a basketball court. You know what? I think you got a point. Thank you so much, Nazi Nas 97 for the super chat. I appreciate you for that. Yeah, I think they just had a misunderstanding, and I think it could have been squashed. You know, it could have been squashed. I don't think it had to go past there. You know, they could have just squashed it and moved on. But to keep bringing it up, and pushing that, it is what, to me, what in my opinion is what made it worse. Just let it go, move along, address the issue. If somebody once again specifically called you out and took it personal to you, then you should confront that person. You know, I think you should confront them. Don't beat around the bush. Don't go around circles. Confront them straight ahead. And that's another thing too. Tell them exactly what it is that they said. I've heard dudes say, nigga, you said XYZ about me and I didn't like that, and I'm here to correct that and let you know, don't play with me. That's how I heard dudes do it. Don't play with me, nigga. Don't do it. you gonna apologize. That's what I've heard dudes go step to dudes and tell them straight up, nigga, you offended me, you disrespected me, and I don't play that. You better apologize. And you don't apologize, nigga, you gonna apologize right now. Apologize right now to my face. Demand an apology. And if they didn't get the apology, it was up from there. That's just how that go. They don't beat around the bush. They don't play all these games and all these other different things. They be like straight to the point, nigga, you said XYZ. That was disrespectful. I'm here to your face to tell you I didn't like that shit. Apologize to me, or there's some consequences, and they proceed from there. And then it is what it is at that point. Either the other person go apologize or say, nah, I'm not. And then that's when the drama hits the fan. So that's how you see it a lot of times, but that nothing ever good comes from that. Morningside Coffee Break once again says, you can't dictate to someone how they should respond if you disrespect them. I was looking forward to this debate, and if Corey wasn't so emotional, it would have been something worth watching. Yeah, I agree. You can't. Thank you once again for the super chat. I appreciate you. I don't think you can dictate to people how people should respond to disrespect. But if somebody disrespects you, you need to let them know what the disrespect is and what it is you didn't like. You know, I don't think that's the time to leave it open and vague. I think you need to be very direct and say, look, you said X, Y, and Z about me. I didn't like that. Correct that shit and don't do it no more, or it's going to be consequences. And not in those, I'm a woman, so I'm saying it like that. Men don't use all those words a lot of times because they just be like, you know, straight to the point a lot of times. So yeah, it was just a mess, y'all. It was a mess. It was a mess. Let's continue.
He wanted to swing so bad. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Let me be very clear. I want to be very, very clear. I want you to hear it from me directly. I would have beat the shit out of Corey. These niggas in real life is frauds. Nigga, who Corey done beat up? Corey would have got the shit beat out of me. I would have beat the shit out of Corey. And I'm not, listen, I'm telling you, it is what it is. I would have beat the dog. I would have dog walked that nigga. I would have beat the shit out of Corey. His hands was shaking like a stripper. The nigga was scared. The nigga ain't want to do nothing. All of that woofing online. Nigga, I'm right here in your studio right in front of you. Nigga, if you feel so disrespected, then do something. The fuck is you talking about? Nigga, that's
Successful MD, thank you for the super chat. Says, why is Anton always concerned about another man's pocket? It was said his money is from a wrongful debt lawsuit. Oh, wow. I didn't know nothing about that. But thank you, Successful MD, for the support. I appreciate you. Nazi Naz 97, thank you once again for the super chat. Says, I think what really frustrated Corey was when Anton didn't want to answer his question directly about why he doesn't want to critique white men. Yeah, I think that was probably triggering as well, I'm sure. Thank you, Nazi Naz 97, for the support. I appreciate you once again. So is that the basis for their disagreement or their argument? Is that it? Because Corey thinks that Anton doesn't speak up against white people and he just talks about black people. Is that what the disagreement is? Let me know. Let's continue.
That's all we do in Detroit is fades. Nigga, that's why I keep telling you. Nigga, that's all we do in the city is fades. That's all we do. My brothers, my nephews, my uncles, my homies. That's all we do is fades. That's all we do. All of this is fade life. All this right here is fade life, nigga. I don't have to talk about it on the internet. I don't have to talk about it on the internet. Now, I don't want to do that because that's the thing that we tried to get away from. That's the shit that we got away from in the hood. Give a fuck about what you talking about, nigga. I want to be on some intellectual shit. But see, these niggas be thinking that they can do that shit on the internet. They think that, oh man, you know, I could sell a wolf ticket. I could sell a wolf ticket. I don't want to fight. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get into none of that at all. Zero, zilch, nada. I don't want to do none of that. Oh, Corey broke his wrist. The nigga sit the fuck down. Sit down in and stop acting tough. Stop. Just stop. Again, I'm in your city, in your studio, with your people, and I'm not interested in fighting. But if you put the microphone down, and I guess that's what we doing, huh?
Don't get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got
nigga,
to go out back.
Sit down. Sit down. Let me tell you something, homie. Nah, nigga, I don't want to hear your fake intellectual preaching now. I'm not interested in none of that shit. I don't want to hear your messages of truth. I don't want it. No, not see. Now it's different. Now I'm in control. Now I'm in control. And from here on out, and no, he disrespected me first. I don't give a fuck about what the vlog say, nigga. Go and look at the video. He disrespected me first. I gave him back that same energy, and I'm still standing up, and you sat down, nigga. Now I'm in control. And if you look at the rest of the live stream, from here on out, I sunned that nigga. I told him to his face, nigga, you a hypocrite. I told him to his face, man, I ain't never stood down from nobody. I said, nigga, you scared of Dave Chappelle. And he admitted it. He admitted it. I said, you scared of Dave Chappelle. And he admitted it. Yeah, I stood down on that. Told that nigga, you don't have the capacity. What? I said, nigga, you ain't even gonna have me on the show again because you scared. I told that nigga the whole rest, whatever the 45 minutes that I was on the show, I sunned that nigga from the day in and day out. How you let an internet nigga son a legendary comedian? How you let an internet nigga, bro, I'm an internet nigga. I'm a software engineer. I worked in corporate America and now I'm on the internet. How you let a nigga with a button-up shirt on with his logo on it come in and son you on your own platform? This was supposed to be a wash in every way, shape, and form. He's supposed to destroy me in every way. This shouldn't even be questionable. We shouldn't even be questioning you. We shouldn't question your intellect. We shouldn't question your jokes. We shouldn't question your gangster. We shouldn't question that we in your city. If y'all niggas in Chicago still claim Corey, y'all niggas is corny. If this is your hero, if this is the nigga that y'all stand with, how you let a corporate internet nigga come in your city and ask you to shoot a fair one and you sat down? You said it looked bad all around. No, it don't.
It does look bad all the way around. In my opinion, like this, I'm still listen, please. So the disagreement it sounds crazy. Like what? What was it? Yeah, I don't know. This is crazy, but you know, I just wanted to play Anton's response because, you know, so Corey, according to Anton, Corey disrespected him first. So he said, I watched the video and I saw where he said he disrespected him first by him saying, calling him saying he kissed ass of the white man. Is that what it is? So he disrespected him first by saying that. He took that as disrespect. And so Okay, now what? So he disrespected him first, then he disrespected him back. He responded. Then how do y'all move forward from there? Why it seems like it's going further? Like, what is it? Do y'all not like each other? What? I don't know. Y'all have history of not liking each other or something something else. It's got to be something else. That's all I'm saying. It's got to be more than just this, like a disagreement about what you talk about versus what you talk about. It shouldn't even be, whatever. Let's continue.
It look bad for niggas. It look great for me. Nigga, I listen. There is no way in every shape and form this could not have went better for me. This was my greatest victory to date. In every shape, everything that you can think about. Visibility.
So Anton, did you purposely do this? Was this a strategic move, Anton? Anton, it almost sounds like Anton knew exactly what he was doing. Anton knew what he was doing. He went there knowing exactly what he was doing. This was a strategic move by Anton Daniels, in my opinion. Because if the Anton set this up, he went there to trigger. That's what I'm thinking. This is what I was asking yesterday. Was this a strategic move for the internet? Probably, like to win, to trigger some folks and get us talking about it, get the internet, what happens to shut down the internet to like get, because this is all over the place. Everybody is talking about this. I see the Hodge twins. Now they're making it a political thing. They're over, they're speaking in favor of Anton, actually, because they're talking about, they're talking about Corey bringing out the fact about black men getting shot. So it's a political thing. You got everybody talking about this. The internet is in an uproar talking about Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. Oh my God. Corey Holcomb is like the Democrat and Anton is the Republican. Child. So if that was a strategic move on Anton's part, then he did that. He did that. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, both of these guys, now I don't know them personally too deep like that. I don't know if they from the streets or whatever. But like I said, I grew up in the hood. I'm not a hood chick, but I grew up in the hood, I'll say. And I've seen hood mentality and hood dudes. And I know how they move. And none of this looked like that. But of course, it's on social media. It wouldn't, because you wouldn't display it on social media. That would be handled behind the scenes. We would hear about it. Oh, there was a fight between such and such, and one of them in a hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't hear, you would hear about it, but you wouldn't see it. So it's for social media. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was a strategic plan by Anton to set this up for his gain. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is. But I guess in that case, I would understand it. Hustle Hard Campaign says, what ward you from the Lord? Well, I haven't heard that in years. But what we call 1.5, the 15th ward. I don't do that because I think I'm too grown for that. But yeah, 1.5, which that's what we call it in New Orleans, 1.5 or the 15th ward. Now, are you familiar with that? Hustle Hard Campaign. Are you familiar with New Orleans in the 15th ward? Let me know. It ain't something I would brag about because, I didn't want to grow up in the hood. I had no choice. Oh my God. I'm not one of those be like, yeah, I came from 1.5. I came from that 15 ward, the Fisher Projects. That ain't something I want to brag about because it was a hard knock life, child. I didn't want to be there. Shit. Just saying. Oh Lord. Yeah, I don't brag about the hood and all of that. I'm just saying I've seen the hood behavior. Did I want to be there? No, I wish I grew up in the suburbs. I wish I had a two-parent household where I didn't have to see all the stuff that I saw. I wish I could have lived outside of that. As a kid, as a young girl growing up, you think that was fun? Hell, that was scary. Growing up with shooting. I'm traumatized to this day. Part of the reason why I don't like the 4th of July and New Year's, because it's too much fireworks to make me think of gunshots all the time. Hell, I have PTSD. So I wouldn't brag about it, but yeah. New Orleans, I ain't no, in the hood, it's not the easiest place to grow up. I'm just saying. I don't think nobody would want that. Hell no. But Classy, what's going on, Classy? How are you? Glad to see you here. Let me go. Says, I told you Anton was playing chess with Corey because he knew how emotional Corey would act. Classy, that's what it looks like. Like he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew he could trigger Corey. And it would get all of this press and publicity and all of these things, child. I'm not surprised. Thank you for the super chat, Classy. I appreciate you for your support. Successful MD says Anton should just audition for a role on Tubi. No, not Tubi. Oh my God. No, Successful MD, no. Damn. No. No. That's crazy. Not the Tubi. Let's continue, y'all.
Pulling up to y'all city, monetization, getting more trending on Twitter.
That's for real.
And every single metric, I won. I win all across the board. And I know that make niggas upset because y'all be waiting on a nigga to say something.
Quick 504, shout out to you. He say from the West Bank. Yeah, I'm from New Orleans Parish, West Bank. You from Marrero. Yeah, now Marrero and where I'm from, they didn't get along at one point. But yeah, but I'm very familiar with Marrero as well. But I'm from the West Bank too. But West Bank, Orleans Parish, not Jefferson Parish, but still West Bank. Yeah. Yep. Let's continue.
To me, oh man, he would never say that to somebody. I said it, and I stood 10 toes down on it. I said it to you, to the nigga that talked the most shit, that had the most to say. See, he'd do that shit to a woman, but see, when a nigga say it to his face, he'd do that.
Yo, it's Eric TV. Thank you once again for the super chat. It says, hey, Dee, how are you? I'm from Riverside, California, mother effers. What's going on? Thank you for the super chat again. I appreciate you, Eric TV. Thank you for the support.
That shit to a woman, but when a nigga say it to his face, I flew to your city. No, you offered to do an internet live.
Yes, Kirby Smith. Yeah, Algiers. Yep. Algiers. Yep. Fisher Projects. That's where I'm from, to be exact. The Fisher Projects. Are you familiar with that? Child, I didn't want to grow up there. I'm not happy about growing up there. It was horrible. 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 I'm just saying. It was horrible. Kenyon Williams, thank you for the super chat. Says it started good, right? I don't think it was Anton's intentions, but once Corey started talking, it was fair game from there. He was like, let's run it up. Thank you. Oh, Kenyana. I'm sorry. I said Kenyon. Sorry about that. Kenyana Williams 3. 227. Thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for the support and for being here. I appreciate your perspective. Thank you. Let's continue.
I said, no, let's do it in person. You let me show out in your city. I won. I'm safe. I'm comfortable. I'm looking at Crypto Arena literally right across the street. I'm rich. And then let me tell you that this is the cherry on top.
Shout out to you, neighbor. What is it? Neighbor. I like your name. Neighborhood Superstore. Wait, Wayne? Is that what it say? Wait a minute. Where you at? I saw it. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for supporting. Neighborhoods. Is it neighborhood superstar Wayne? Neighborhood Superstar Wayne. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I love the name. It's very interesting. Oh, Lord. Successful MD says he won Super Simp Cap of the Year. Well done. Oh, wow. Who are you talking about? Anton? Oh, my God. Y'all crazy as hell. Derek Franks 37 says, first time here, industry rule 4081. If a man gets in your face and says, say that shit again, and you don't say it again, you just got sunned. Listen, Derek Franks 33730. That's what I'm used to seeing too. I've never seen, not on social media. That's what I'm saying too, Derek Franks. Derek Franks, I agree. But I guess different strokes, different for folks, different circumstances, different situations. It wouldn't apply because, you know, if Anton is moving the way I think he is, of course he wasn't gonna do that because it's a bigger picture for him. Once again, he has a strategic move in what he's doing, and I think it's working. But real life in the streets, of course, you know that. I know that. Anybody knows that. If somebody get in your face and say that shit again in my face like this, and you say it, or either sometimes you don't have to say it, you'll go to, they just start wailing on you. You know what I'm saying? So we know that, but I don't think this is the same thing. Honestly, I think this social media, there's a bigger picture here. And the reason I say that is because, like I said, dudes we know who act like they don't have nothing to lose. They done been to jail. They know what it's like. They don't care about going back. You know what I mean? They living in that life for real. I don't think these guys at this point are living that life now. I don't know what their past looks like. I can't say because I don't know. But I think, you know, some people have grown past that part. I will say that. They don't want to be out here fighting and catching cases and doing all that because they got bigger things to be, concerned about. They don't want to just jeopardize it all. And so I think that partially, in my opinion, is what it is. I don't think they want to do that. So I think that was the holding back, the restraints kind of thing. The men who move like that, y'all know, they don't care. They don't have nothing to lose. And if they did, they still don't care because it's all about the principle, especially where I'm from. Anybody from New Orleans knows it's about the principle. Or anywhere. But our people are big on that. It's the principle that matters. And if you disrespect me, that's it. They don't care about nothing else. They chicks will come get them out of jail. They'll find that money to get them out of jail, bail them out. They don't care. They don't care. You know, it's the same way. If somebody bump into you and you don't say, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. Oh, they might punch you in the face for that. You know what I'm saying? They might punch you in the face for bumping into them or stepping on their feet. And, you know, people have lost their lives for that. And that's senseless. That's senseless crimes that I don't condone or promote. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying this is what you should be doing. I think people should be able to have a conversation and talk about their differences without it getting to that point. So, yeah, I don't think you should be out here fighting it, you know, in your big age over something that could have been simply resolved. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely don't condone that, but I'm just saying that's why I say in the streets, they don't care. Those dudes don't care. Thank you, Derek Franks, once again for your super chat. I appreciate you. Yo, it's Eric TV once again. Says if with AD, I F with AD like to sue mother effers. Corey wasn't trying to catch a new case. He not tough guy, all theatrical. Thank you once again, yo, it's Eric TV. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. And I think Corey did mention something like he already had a case. He didn't want to catch another case. He already had some stuff going. Derek F8 says, Anton keeps talking about I came to your city to try to establish dominance, but when his personal space was invaded, all this tough talk was not heard. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for your commentary. I appreciate you. Yeah, I see that. Us coming to the city. I mean, usually, like I say, when we hear somebody say, I showed up, they not showing up with the foolishness. I'm just saying they be showing up with them things, you know what I mean? To bust a cap in you if that's what it's gonna take, or they showing up, and usually when they show up, somebody is beat down and gotta go to the hospital. That's all I'm saying. Tapester 2865 says, yes, DeeDee. He did it on purpose. He studied to get the most benefit. It was always going to be negative. Corey's patterns were exploitable. Thank you, Tapester 2865 for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, I did hear Anton say he studied him. So Anton was going there with a strategic plan, in my opinion. And it worked. Thank you, Tapester, for the super chat. Oh man, that's crazy. Morning Drive Coffee Break. Once again, thank you for the support. Says, when someone says step outside for the fade and instead of you yell at your female co-host and sit down, you got punked. Thank you, Morningside Coffee Break. I appreciate you. Thank you once again for your thoughts. I appreciate your commentary and thank you so much for the support. That's crazy, y'all. Nasty Naz 97, once again, thank you for the super chat. Says people are so divided about this topic. LOL. Yeah, they are, and I mean that's to be expected. You know, that's to be expected. That's what social media is. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Everybody's not going to all be on one side. You know. Let's continue.
This is the cherry on top. Let me show you something. I tried the debate. They didn't want to do that. Hold on, let me go to it. I'm going to address, he said that I bring my girlfriend with me. We'll talk about it. I'm going to show it to you. He tried to have a regular show. Didn't nobody want to talk about that regular shit no more, bro. Let me tell you how much of a bitch this nigga is. I'm going to show you.
Certain words
That's
you just
a
don't
hating.
use.
In here with this
Conversation that happened. Why are you so easily offended?
that shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
Trust me.
the tough talk?
Now I don't believe you. But let's get to the whole what really make this nigga a bitch. All of that other stuff, let's brush it under the rug. Let's get to it.
I got security, you got security. Ain't
Homie,
nobody
I
doing
ain't got
shit.
security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody to
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Anytime I go out of town, I'm always gonna be securityed up. Anytime I go out of town, I'm always gonna be securityed up. Always. But I tell the security, hey, stand down. We gotta shoot a fair one. He ain't tripping off that shit. He ain't tripping off of it at all.
Hey, stop talking tough. Stop talking
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that
I'm
you're
not
even
talking tough.
guy.
I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so
You
easily
said you
triggered?
disrespected me in my face. And then you act like it was all
said that I
good.
disrespected you to your face. I don't think
Hold on,
that
let me
you
rewind it.
And Asians understand the respect level men must have when they're in front of each other because it can trigger war. That's all I'm saying to you.
I understand everything that happens when it happens. I'm a chess player. That's what I've been playing my entire life. Okay. Maybe you walked into something that you wasn't expecting.
See, everything that I'm talking about right now, I actually did way more in person. Everything that I'm talking about right now, I did way more in person. I told the nigga to his face, you walked into some shit that you wasn't ready for. I told the nigga to his face, you a hypocrite, you fake. I told the nigga to his face, oh, you scared of real niggas, and I gave him real examples when he asked me to. I'm not saying nothing that's out of pocket now. I said this shit to his face. Maybe you did. Maybe you made the wrong move. I'm a chess player. Maybe you played right into the plan, nigga. I'm here, and it didn't go the way that you thought it was gonna go. I'm telling you to your face.
I don't.
But Anton, if he didn't have the agenda and you did, how did he think it was going to go any way other than what it did? If you the one, you know, who had the agenda, you went there to press an issue. And if that wasn't his agenda, was he expecting it to go a certain way or not? How would you know? You know, if he wasn't the one who was pushing a issue. Because my thing is this, for you to, in my opinion, now, I'm just saying in my opinion, no, I'm not taking sides or nothing. I'm just giving an opinion on the whole thing. That's all I can do, giving an opinion. If you show up to somebody's spot, that means you got an issue with them. That's what I would think. And you have an agenda to go impress him or push that agenda forth. And if he's just saying, if he say, okay, you're invited to the show or you could come to the show, what agenda did he have? If he's not the one pressing an issue, if the issue was he doesn't think that you what is it y'all say? Corey has an issue with Anton because he only speaks on black people. That's what y'all saying, and you don't never speak on white men or white people or whatever. And that was his issue. And it looks like they were trying to talk about in the beginning and talk about the political aspect of it or whatever. Why didn't it just stay there? Or what? Since I'm confused, I feel like all this was unnecessary. It didn't seem like it was about nothing for real. Namin 4359, thank you for the super chat. Says, stop acting like these men don't got a lot to lose carrying on like that. So what if they didn't fight? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Word. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you for the support and for being here as well. Yeah, I think they have a lot to lose. I don't think neither one of them really wanted to fight. And they could have gotten there. I think reasonable people who are thinking don't want to fight because they know how that could turn out, you know, and especially if one person is the aggressor, if one person starts swinging on the other one, then you're the one who committed the assault, and then the other person could press charges and do the most. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think neither one of them really wanted that. And I think most reasonable people won't. It's just, I'm saying, like, the real niggas who do that, they don't care about reasoning. Disrespect is disrespect, and they going to blows. So we know in this case, neither one of them wanted to do that. And that's cool. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate the support. Let's continue.
Maybe I knew what you was going.
Why you stuttering, nigga?
Gonna do before you did it.
Maybe. But I tell you what, that's a dangerous game to play, especially if you got a life that you live in. Because I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of people.
I don't want to hear none of that threat shit.
In the cemetery that didn't know it was finna happen like that fast. That's why out here I try to walk under the code. There's a code out here.
No, you don't. And
no, you don't walk by the code. No, you don't.
That's why I said
you say I don't walk under the code.
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
I told you to your face you a hypocrite. I told you to your face multiple times throughout the show. No, you don't walk by a code. And yes, you are a hypocrite. Yes, you are. You are a hypocrite. I'm telling you again to your face. No, you don't walk by a code. No, I'm not going to just be kumbaya with you. Nope, I do not agree with you. And I told you to your face, you was a hypocrite.
world a hypocrite, but what are you talking
No,
about?
you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite when it comes.
I believe you.
When it comes to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move. But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied because here.
Nah, don't talk to the audience. I'm talking to you.
But you know what? And Anton is telling him to his face what he thinks. But honestly, to tell somebody, I don't think you move the way that you should move, that's kind of crazy. How could you tell somebody else they don't move the way you think they should move? Because once again, and like I say, shout out to Anton, shout out to Corey. There are people who could say the same thing about Anton, the way he move and how he act and what he does. And there are people who call him out on his show too about the way he move and how he does things too. But I don't think he agree with them, specifically Jazz. That girl Jazz. Now, I don't always agree with what Jazz have to say for sure, but she definitely has called Anton out on a lot of things. But in a lot of those situations, I thought that she was coming off out of pocket. But once again, sometimes you could do the very same thing that you say other people do. So it's kind of hypocritical to tell somebody a same thing that people have told you, and you know that you don't believe or agree with what those people are saying. So you know what I mean? I don't think anybody should tell anybody how they moving in their life, unless that's your friend or that's somebody that you are real, that you know, and you could talk to them like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things are out of pocket, in my opinion. In my opinion, you know what I mean? Derek Franks says, I bet he still hasn't said a thing about white men. Oh my God. Thank you, Derek Franks. I appreciate you. Lady Diva 6733, thank you for the super chat, says, hi Dee, new sub here from Chi-Town. Anton don't seem to understand how men, women from the street think. Anton is talking for clicks and views at this point. I mean, listen, I think a lot of people would agree with that because he said he studied him and he came there with a strategic plan. So, and he talks about, this is trending all over the place. So I believe that it is a part of that, and once again, I have to say, yeah, the street stuff is different. And I don't know, like I said, I can't speak to any of these men's, their past or what they've been through and whether they've been in the streets or not. Because I don't know, and I know they mentioned something, Corey mentioned something about Anton not being in jail. And I don't think you have to go to jail and do all these things, but that he didn't know anybody that went to jail or hang around. You know what I'm saying? The street stuff is different. So I don't even equate this to hood street dudes, because when you're talking about disrespect and what could happen, that shit literally happens like that. And it's not televised, it's not televised. The street stuff is not televised, and those dudes don't play. When they talk about goons, having goons for real, that's a real thing. That's not stuff you're supposed to even be talking about on those dudes ain't showing their face. That's like if you disrespect somebody in their family, you think they gonna let you see who they are? No, it's just gonna happen, and that's scary. It's scary. That's why I think Corey was alluding to it, not saying that he is necessarily that dude, but there are dudes on behind the scenes who don't play about either their family members, their friends, and shit just start happening because they don't supposed to be seen. Usually, something, you might think, oh, they like the, like the behind the scenes dudes who defend their people. And you don't want to ruffle those feathers. I'm just saying. So I think I'm going to think, and I could be wrong, that when Corey was saying that's a scary, you think, it's saying a lot for you to show up somewhere to where somebody's at, but you're not really thinking about the behind the scenes, like who's there, who's defending that person, like, and what they got going on. People have lost their lives behind that. So yeah, this ain't no street stuff here. This is for the internet. This is for the internet. And and it's just, Yeah, it's for the internet. I agree. Thank you, Lady Diva, for the super chat. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your commentary. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy though. Not mean. I like your name. Not mean. 4359 says AD wants to convince himself that he's not wrong. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Well, you know, could be. I don't know. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And thank you for the support. Let's continue.
When I talk to him.
Here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all why I like the chat.
Everything but himself and white men.
No, listen. I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it, or we can talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
I ain't got nothing better to do. Don't look at the camera, nigga. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the chat.
Shit on
I'm
himself.
not gonna shit on nobody.
Yeah, you shitted on black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you.
Now, this is where I think it went backwards. They could have progressed, but then it went backwards. See, this is what I'm saying. If the intention was not to continue being disrespectful, this kind of showed it in a sense. Like Anton came back and brought it back. Like, no, I shitted on you. I'm like he almost bragging that I disrespected you. You see what I'm saying? That's why I think it took it went backwards. It went backwards. Let's continue.
Miss me with the tough talk, dog. I'm talking directly to your soul, bro. Miss me with the tough talk. I'm not saying nothing online that I did not say to a nigga in their face, in person. I'm not sitting here talking to niggas and I said it directly to your face. Directly to your face. Nigga, no, I'm not shitting on nobody. I shitted on you in person, in your studio, in real life, in front of your girl, nigga. In front of your girl. To you, in front of your chick. In front of your girl, in front of your friends, in front of the people that was doing the live stream, the workers, in front of your homeboys, in front of everybody, in front of you. And yes, I did have Mika with me, and she was looking gorgeous, nigga. And she was looking gorgeous. But let's get to that part.
That shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
Trust me.
The tough talk? I got security, you got security.
Homie, I ain't got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody to
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Corey, stop talking tough.
Don't talk tough to me, nigga. Stop talking tough. Stop. We already know that you wouldn't bust a grape, nigga. We already know that you wouldn't bust a grape. Let's stop the tough talk. If we gonna have a conversation, then let's have a conversation.
Homie, you
just said that
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Now, let me show you where the cherry on top is.
Now,
You're
so you proved the point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just gone, man.
No, you hypocritical,
just gone,
bro.
man.
You
Just gone.
hypocrite. I'm out the jet.
You done did this before.
He's
Get your
hypocritical,
bitch ass the
and
Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get your bitch ass the fuck on. And walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You prove
I got shit to do.
You're right.
Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on.
Right.
Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga.
Oh,
Can
Lord.
she be on the show?
Now, if I'm hiding a chick,
Wait, hold on. Before we let Anton explain it, he's going to explain it because this is what people were talking about yesterday or trying to address that. Oh my God, he had that girl Mika on the show with him. Oh my God, and he's married. That's what Corey was talking about because I didn't know. Yeah, I don't be knowing. I don't get into people's personal life. I don't care what you do with your personal life. I don't care who you screwing. I don't give a damn. That ain't my business. I don't care who you're screwing, who you're with, what you're doing. I don't care. That's not my business. But that's what they were alluding to yesterday when they were saying, oh my God, he had a chick with him and he married. Why he got a chick with him and all of that? Look, he gonna explain it. I'm gonna let him explain that because that ain't my business. I don't care. But that's what he was referring to. You know, Anton asked him because she be on the show, you know, because Mika talks political stuff. I follow her channel and, you know, they were saying, oh my God, he's sleeping with that girl. That's not what I'm saying. That's what allegedly people are saying. But Anton is going to explain that. And I think when he explained it, people should just leave that alone because that really ain't your business. Like if that's what he doing and his wife okay with it, because he gonna show, he gonna explain it. Baby, look, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. If it's okay with you and okay with your wife, I don't give a damn anyway, either way. But that's why I don't get into that. I said it before. I don't get into people's personal lives, who they screwing, and I don't care. I don't care. That ain't my man and that ain't my life. I don't give a damn. I'm look, do you? You know, I don't care about none of that. I don't really care. I just give my opinion and my commentary. That's it. I'm in the space, so I give my opinion. That is just my opinion. You know, I don't care what people do with their lives. If I see something that's trending and it's popular and I'm interested in giving my opinion, I just give my opinion. That's all I'm here for. And to get y'all thoughts. I want to hear what y'all got to say about it. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but he gonna explain it. So I'm gonna let him explain it. Namin 4359 once again says not to endorse the foolery, but Tariq v. Umar would be the draw in the realm of debate. This was merely two guys on opposite sides of the spectrum arguing. Yeah, I think so. I agree with that. I would have to agree with that. I think they are on two sides of the spectrum. I do. So, and you know, and it just went left real quick, and that's that. There was no real debate or real conversation for real. And yeah, I agree with that. I have to agree with that. Thank you for the super chat once again and for the support. I appreciate you. Let's continue.
Let's put it in perspective. If I'm hiding a chick because I told him before the show, I brought her there with me. I do business with Mika. She's literally signed to me. I told you before the show, he like, I don't know, bro. We'll see how it go. All of that shit, right? I don't know, bro. We'll see how it go. I said, okay, cool. I respect your platform. I respect what you got going on. I didn't fly all the way out here for nothing. We'll figure it out later. Why would I hide a chick that I'm trying to bring on the show? But let me tell you what happens. And this is why you got to be careful of the type of niggas that you're around. He tried to paint the picture like, fuck all that. Let's just get straight to it. Even if I was, let's play it by ear.
No, he was trying to paint the picture like you're a married man and you're showing up with a side chick, because that's what everybody was saying, that you're showing up with a side. That's what he assumed, which a lot of people assume that, oh, Anton is happily married, been married for over 20 years, which I respect. Straight up, I respect that. But he's showing up with a side piece and that ain't your wife. And basically, Corey is saying, I don't respect niggas like that who, you know, married, and you showing up with a woman here talking about, you know, who the hell is this woman? Introduce your chick. That's what Corey was saying. Let's continue. Let Anton
here. Let's assume for the sake of conversation, because y'all see Mika on the streams all the time. Let's say for the sake of conversation that I had a side chick with me. Let's assume that I had the side chick with me. This nigga broke man code, bro. This nigga broke man code. And let me be very clear. Nobody tells me how to deal with my chick.
Wait, because he calling the chick. Hold on. Oh my God. What is man code? I don't know. I'm not a man. So if you know a man that's married and you have to know him or not, and you know he's married and he's with another woman, is that breaking man code to address the fact that this nigga showed up with another woman that he married? Is that breaking man code? Let me know, because I don't know, child. Because I told y'all, look, I'm not a man, so I don't know the man stuff like that. But I know as a woman, you know, if I have female friends and you know I'm married and you know my husband and you see him out with another woman, I definitely want you to break that woman code. If that's what, tell me what the hell is going on, especially if you my friend. Hell no. And I'm going to do exactly the same. If you're my friend, I know you. I'm not talking about strangers, but if you're my friend, you somebody I know and respect and we know each other, you know, the same way. If I see you out and I know your husband and you know, and we're friends, and we're cool and we hang out. Oh, I'm saying something. I made no bones about it. And I will say something about it, because I just couldn't sit there and smile in y'all face and know that you out here doing something on the side. You know what I'm saying? And not say anything. Now, whatever happens after that, fine. But I could not say so. So I don't know. Am I breaking the woman code? Let me know. Is that what the man code is? Do y'all agree with? I don't know. But let's continue.
Hello.
Hey, baby girl, what's up?
Nothing much. What's going on?
You chilling?
I am. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Rita. How do you feel about Mika?
About Mika?
Yeah.
I love Mika.
What?
Yeah. That's my boo. Our birthdays is very close to each other too.
You love Mika?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Okay, I was just wondering.
Why? What's the problem?
You know it ain't no problem.
Oh. Okay.
All right, bye.
But
Let's say for the sake of conversation, that I did have a chick that's with me, right? That I didn't want the world to know was with me. Who do that shit? Who does that? Who does that? Who says that shit and try to say the wildest shit and try to get you on some other shit? Nigga.
Now, to be fair, Anton, come on, Anton. Come on now. If somebody y'all don't know each other, you know what I mean? There are men who would be like, damn, this, you know, I mean, am I tripping? Like, that's why I'm asking y'all, because there are some men who be like, they gonna talk about it. Maybe they may not bring it up to your face, but they might say, damn, nigga, or they might, damn, you rolling like that, or they might, I don't know, because I don't know. I guess, you know, I think a person who doesn't know the dynamics of your relationship may have something to say about that. Like, for real, like, you know, like, they don't know. This is why I say, listen, I know how to stay out of married folks' business. You understand what I'm saying? Or people, because listen, I don't know you. I speak on people that I know. Like I know couples, or they know me and my husband or whatever. We know each other, so we know what's going on. I'm talking about people I know, but people I don't know, and I don't know your relationship. I don't fool with that, because that ain't that. That you never know people's marital or relationship dynamics. You don't know, so you can't really speak on it. But I think for a person who don't know, sometimes if they see something, they might say something. Everybody don't move the same. So this bro code, I don't know the bro code. I'm not a part of it. I'm not a man, so I don't know. But I'm saying some people might go by what's considered a bro code, I guess, right? And some may not. How do you determine if you don't know somebody, you don't know their response on things. Some men are like, nah, that nigga foul. He got a whole wife and he running around here traveling with another chick. That's foul. But then if he don't know the dynamics of your relationship, he might say something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like same way women gonna say it too. There are women who respond that way too, but I know women and men are different. I hear y'all saying it all the time because it's true. We are. But what is the bro? Does the bro code mean that if you know, does it apply to people you know or people you don't know? Because if you know somebody and y'all know each other and y'all familiar with the bro code and y'all are a part of it, then y'all got an understanding. But for somebody who don't know you, they don't have that understanding. They don't know you, so they don't know and they don't care. And if y'all are at odds, what you think they gonna do? The people, when you at odds with a person, they gonna say whatever they gonna say to make you look bad. That's how they go. When you don't know somebody, y'all have contention and y'all don't like each other. What you think? People gonna bring out everything they can to shit on you because y'all don't like each other, y'all don't know each other, and they don't care. So that's to me that it makes sense. You know what I mean? So who does that? A lot of people, if they don't like you. There's a lady on social media right now who makes videos about Anton every goddamn day. I don't know the name of her channel. But she talks shit about Anton Daniels every day on her channel. All she do is say negative things about him, his wife, and everything. I don't know if Anton is familiar with that channel, but this woman talks shit about Anton every day. She got video after video after video bashing Anton Daniels. She don't like him. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what triggered her or what, but she don't like Anton, and she just make videos about him all the time negatively. So I say that to say, people, if they don't like you, they gonna say shit about you regardless. So, they gonna come for you in any way they think they can get you. So of course, yeah. So I think saying who says that, a lot of people. So I think it was fair game for Corey to say that, because Corey don't know, y'all don't know each other. He don't know what you got going on. Maybe the people who know you and know the dynamics of your relationship and your marriage, they wouldn't say anything because they know what it is. So once again, whatever a person's dynamic in their relationship is, that's between them. But that's why I don't get involved with people's marriages and their relationship, because I don't know these people like that, and I'm not gonna speculate on nobody's marriage and what, because his wife seems fine with that. Or whatever, and they cool, whatever the situation is, and that's fine. I can only speak on my marriage and what I know I would or wouldn't be fine with, or what my husband is doing. I don't do that with people like that. That's their business, baby. That's why I draw the line. I don't get involved like that. Yo, it's Eric TV says, Corey had a point. Hold on. Corey had a point. 80 only came here to talk shit. Thank you for the super chat. Yo, it's Eric TV. You also say, F all this code BS. I live by my code. Exactly. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't, all this code stuff. I mean, those who live by that is cool, but everybody don't go by that stuff. Everybody got their own way of living. Derek Franks 3737 says, don't get diddler D Anton. Oh my God. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Nami 4359 once again says, Corey may get the last laugh if that wasn't AD lady. Well, he just explained that wasn't. That was that. Oh, you mean like on the phone? You talking about the woman? If the woman that he called on the phone? I don't know. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. But he just explained, and that was his wife that he called. If I'm not mistaken, that was his wife that he called, and she does not have a problem with Mika whatsoever. So I wouldn't even address that anymore. Leave that alone because that's their business. You know what I'm saying? It's not even. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not worth it to even talk about it or whatever to me. But once again, I'm not a man. I don't know the man code and all that kind of stuff. I don't know about all of that. You know what I'm saying? Trey J, is it Trey J? I can't even see that. Hold on. Thank you, Trey J 2387. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. But this is crazy. Let's continue.
And that's why you got a girl with you. That's not your chick. That's not your wife. Who does that, bro? What man, bro? That's man law code broken in every single way that you can ever think about it, bro. Who does that shit, man? I said, oh, this nigga's a cornball for real, for real. This nigga is so weak. This nigga's a corny. I would never do that. I would never, ever in my life, on everything, I would never, ever try to do no shit like that to a nigga. I would never try to fuck a nigga family up. I would never, ever, under any circumstances. Now, he don't know that, nigga, I'm a chess player. I would never bring something with me that I couldn't have a conversation about in real life. I would never, ever in life try to fuck a man's family up. Never. Would never try to fuck up the money in the family, bro. Never. That is the corniest, weakest shit. If that's not man law number one, man code, man law, you never try to do no shit like that, bro. Now, that's what homosexuals do. Do you know? Listen. Corey is gay. I'm going to tell you right now to your face. That is what gay men do. When you go on these live streams, pick one. Pick any of the live streams where the gay men stream. Do you know what they do? Gay men and women do exposes. They do, oh, I caught you with a girl. I caught you with this. I caught you with that. When man, listen, and my people will tell you, people have came to me with a bunch of shit that people done did. Hey, man, this is what such and such is. You know what I tell them? Man, I don't do that shit. Like, if I'm not going to be on some, I'm going to just talk about his talking points or whatever like that. We don't do that shit. We don't walk around trying to figure out who niggas is fucking. That's what gay men do. Listen to what I'm telling you. Bro, that is what Tasha K do. That is what name them, bro. I'm telling you, that's what their shows are. Todd and Candy Burris, oh my God, they do that shit. This is who and I heard it was this girl. They do that shit. We don't do that as men. As men in real life, as content creators, as all of that. If it came out, we like, damn, we got to have a live stream to talk about how this shit is going to play out. Hey, y'all think he really, nah, I don't think he really cheated. And I stand 10 toes down with it. I cannot like a person. I could not like a person, and you know what I regularly say, and anybody that never watched the live stream, it don't matter who it is. I always say, hey man, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe it. Just because a chick says something don't mean it is true. Just because they saying this about him don't mean it is true. Let's come out. Let's wait till they prove it. Let's wait till they get it in a court of law. Let's wait till they did this. If a chick accuse a nigga of doing something, nope, it's too many niggas in prison that got accused of shit that they didn't do. Too many niggas in prison that don't. Nigga, that Corey, listen. Corey is gay, bro. I'm telling you. Women expose men. Gay men try to expose men. Men don't do that shit. They do not try to fuck up another man's family. Under no circumstances. They do not try to fuck up another man's family. I had a whole debate with Yada on the Hardly Initiated platform. You know what Yada did? He thanked me. This is the honest to God truth. We had completely different views, completely different philosophies. We don't even fuck with each other like that. You know what he did? He thanked me. You know why he thanked me? And this is the honest to God truth. You know why he thanked me? Because I never brought up the shit that he was being accused of by the hoes. I never brought it up in the debate. The whole debate was about my philosophy versus his philosophy. I never was told that I couldn't say it. I never was told this and that. But all of the shit that people were saying that I could use as a, you know what I'm saying, to beat him and as a talking point, I never said none of that shit. And he hit me up later. He said, man, I appreciate you for not, even in person, he said, man, I appreciate you for not even saying no shit about that. You know why? Because that's not what niggas do. We don't do that shit.
Not me. 4359 once again with the super chat. Thank you so much. Says pulling the gay card makes bro code irrelevant. Oh wow. Thank you for the super chat. Euro Cham _ Israel. I hope I'm saying that right. That's that Jaguar right shit right there. Gossiping. Thank you for the super chat and for your commentary. I appreciate you for the support. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's continue. We almost done, y'all.
We never ever do that. You don't mention what nobody else got going on with their family. Under no circumstances do you, if I beef with anybody, if I have a disagreement with somebody, I never ever, under no circumstances, say some shit about that. I could see it with my own eyes, man. I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there. That ain't my business. It ain't my business. I don't know nothing about what you got going on in your life. That's how I know the nigga is gay. That's why that's why he talks so much about the backdooria, but he get offended at the very mention of it. Because niggas that secure in their masculinity, they don't give a fuck about what you're doing. Nigga, I got five hoes over there. Why I care about what a nigga is saying?
Oh, no, Anton, I don't agree with that. Oh, no. I don't agree with that. I know a whole bunch of niggas that if you was to call them gay, they will beat your ass. I'm just saying in general. If you call them gay and they are not, they take high offense to that. And they're not gay. Now, I mean, two things could be true at the same time, but there are men who are offended by that because they just don't want to be associated with that at all. There are men who don't want you to put them in that category. I would not sit here and just say that all men just don't give a fuck about a man calling them gay. Y'all let me know in the chat. If a man called you gay, are you offended by that? If he called you gay to your face and you know you don't go that way, are you fighting? Are you doing something about it? Or are you just brushing it off? In front of people. I'm saying, especially on these platforms, in front of people. Are you just standing there and saying, I ain't worried about what the fuck you saying. I know I'm there. I'm secure. Are you doing that? There are a lot of men who are secure, but they don't play about that type of shit because they really don't want to be associated with that. Now, that like I say, that may be true for some, but I don't think every man is just sitting back letting you call them gay. I'm sorry. There's a lot of men that don't play about that. They don't play about that shit. There are a lot of men who are like, I never touched a ninja. I ain't never played nobody's butt crack. I don't agree with that shit. I got women and they got a whole bunch of baby mamas and they like women. They will not let you sit there and call them that. Not because they're insecure. They just don't fool with it. And they don't want to be associated with wholeheartedly. So yeah, I'm with you on some stuff, but I'm not with you on that one. Yeah, because there are a lot of men who don't play about that, and it's not because they are gay. It's just they don't play. They don't want to be associated with that because they strongly are not about that life. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I don't want to be called cisgendered, and I'm straight up a woman, and I don't like women. But I don't like this the cisgender comment. I'm not a cis. I'm just a woman. Like there's certain things people just don't want to be associated with. It doesn't mean that they're insecure. It doesn't mean that they got another agenda. No, sometimes people just don't want to be associated with certain things. That's not wholeheartedly where they stand, you know. Now there are some who might get pissed about it and they never deny it. You notice there are some people you call them gay and they never deny it. They never deny that they that they aren't gay, because those sometimes be the ones that are. They don't want to be called out because they hide in a secret. So yeah, I think for some who are on the DL that's hiding a secret, they don't really get offended as much, and they don't really deny it. They just, sometimes that be the ones that be hiding the secret. But no, I don't agree that every man just sit back and roll over and accept that because they secure. No, there are a lot of men who don't play behind that because they don't want nobody to get it twisted. They just don't want to be associated because that ain't what they do. Every man is not insecure if he don't want to be called, accused of playing with another man's booty. All men ain't secure. They just don't want to accept that assumption, or have people even question their masculinity or their manhood or what they likes. I don't think it's an insecurity to stand on business when you say, nah, I take that very seriously. I don't play with no man's ass. Hell. Oh my God. So I don't think it's an insecurity all the time. Now it could be, but I don't think, because I know a lot of dudes who don't play. But nigga, I ain't never. They let you know I ain't never played no man's ass. You know what I'm saying? They serious about it. So I wouldn't put all men in that category. I think there are a lot of men who don't play about that because they don't want to be associated with that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I just, so yeah. Namin 4359 says, right. Now Corey's phone blowing up and they asking him if that is just true. Are they his homies and they amping him up about what AD said? Stay tuned. I hope they're done with this. I don't leave it alone. Thank you once again for the super chat, though. I appreciate you. But see, this goes back to what people are triggered by. You never know what somebody's trigger is. Like he mentioned, Willie D don't like nobody to call him nigga. So does that make him a weak man because he said he don't like nobody to call him nigga? He has his reasons as to why he don't want people calling him that. And there's nothing wrong with respecting people's boundaries, just like you want people to respect yours. So if somebody say, look, man, I don't play around with that. So that's the same thing I'm saying. Like with me, I don't want to be called cis anything. But does that make me a weak, less of a woman if I don't want people to call me cisgender, cis this, cis that, cis woman? No, I'm just a woman. I've been a woman for all my life. I don't want to be called cis woman, but something wrong with me because I don't want to be called that. So I just think it just boiled down to people's boundaries and standards. And I think the only problem is when you don't want to respect that. But you want people to respect yours. You got to be open to other people's boundaries and standards and respect them just as much as you want to be respected. That's how I see it. That's that's all I'm saying. But I think Anton is saying a little bit more. Let's continue.
I always got a bad chick with me. 100% of the time, nigga. I don't go out of town unless I got a bad chick with me. But he don't know that. He don't know that I do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. And so the nigga thought he had one up. That's his last play. That was his final play. Nigga, and that's why you got that bitch with you. And I was thinking to myself, we was walking out the door. Me, Mika, security, we walking out the door like, this nigga's so corny. We was laughing at the nigga. If that's the case, if you feel some type of way about it, why you ain't say it before we got on camera, nigga? You waited till you was about to fall and you fell on that knife, nigga. You fell on the knife and you got exposed.
Okay, so that's the end of the video, y'all. that's the end of the video. So I see y'all thoughts and comments and all of that. And yeah, it's conflicting. There's some people, you know, who agree with Anton. There are people who agree with Corey. And I definitely see your comments and see what you guys are saying. But listen, overall, yeah, I thought it, you know, it was very interesting to say the least. I think it was very interesting. There's a lot of takeaway from the video. Oh, excuse me, y'all. And, you know, once again, these are two successful men. And I just think that it could have been handled better overall. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. A lot of men say, hey, this is how men go at each other and they're going to have conflict and all of this. I would love to see them resolve it, though. Have some type of resolution and not just let it be like this. You know what I mean? And just resolve it, because it only, you know, in going back and forth and all of that, it's just only going to get worse and cause more contention and animosity, I guess. And maybe not animosity, because a lot of times, you know, from what y'all say, men move on. So hopefully they can just move on. It was what it was. It was no big deal, even though everybody is talking about it. You know, I don't think to me, it's on an even playing field. I don't think one person got the other one more than the other one. That's just me. I don't see it. The thing that would have stood out more if it would have, you know, escalated to something more, but it was very clear, in my opinion, that neither one of them wanted to fight. Neither one of them wanted to escalate it into more. They were just having a conversation, and they got heated and they went at each other, and that was it. I don't think it was nobody else got the best of this one or that, in my opinion. I think it was on an even playing field. I really do. I mean, look, Corey Holcomb said some things in response to him. He said some things to Corey. He showed up there and told Corey what he had to tell him. Corey responded. They both disrespected each other, and that was it. It didn't go no further than that. And I'm glad it didn't. Because I think they're better than that, both of them. Like I said, I respect both of them and what they do and what I see, you know, as far as their growth and their you know, the things that they've accomplished in life. That's it. That's all I know. I don't know either one of them personally, so I can't go personal. I just know from what I see on these social media streets and the things that they've accomplished and the success that they've had. I do know that. I was familiar with Corey Holcomb way before Anton Daniels. I've seen, like I said, I've watched Corey comedy shows years back. So I've been familiar with Corey Holcomb way longer than Anton, but still, they're both successful in their own right, and I respect what they do. I don't take it personal. I don't know these people's personal lives, so I'm not delving into that. That's their business. But from what they put out there, I can only just give my opinion on that, and that's what I did. And you know, it is what it is. Hopefully, they can get past it and move on with their lives and continue to prosper. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. So I just think, you know, that's it. Move on to the next thing, because there's always the next thing. And by the way, Anton brought up the debate with Yada. Whose side did y'all take when it was Anton and the Yada debate? Because I definitely was on Anton's side. I ain't gonna lie, for the Yada debate. I honestly, I personally don't like the Yada guy's take. Now he seems like a decent guy, but I did not like his take on and what he talks about. I don't know. He somehow he just, I don't know. He rubs me the wrong way a little bit. The Yada dude. I don't know much about him, but I don't know, just the way he talk and stuff, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. So when I watched that full debate, I definitely agree with Anton more on that one. So whose side was y'all picking for that debate? Because I don't think I ever asked that, but yeah, I was definitely on Anton with that. I think Anton was spot on when it comes to, you know, the debate he had with that guy. Because I don't know, that little guy there, that little Yada guy rubs me the wrong way a little bit. I don't know. I don't agree with the things he's saying a lot of times, but you know. Pharaoh says Darlene didn't need to see that. She fine too. Pharaoh, now come on now. You. he said Darlene is fine. All right. Shout out to Pharaoh and Darlene. What's going on, Pharaoh? How you been? I hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for the super chat and for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, the little Yada guy. He the guy that says, I saw a video where he said, if you date a woman, you should just, she don't want to talk. She don't want no good morning text. Just send her some money. He said, just money, just money, just money. And y'all know I don't agree with that. I don't think you should just be sending somebody money. I think no. But he has that approach, and that's his business. But I don't really agree with a lot of his talking points. Yada, the experience, or something his name is. He's that little dude. He's short. That little short dude. And he has a beautiful wife and beautiful kids, beautiful family. So he is married, and I give him that. He's married, beautiful family. I think his wife is gorgeous. And, they have a beautiful family, beautiful home, all of that stuff. But still, some of his talking points I don't agree with. And Anton debated him. What is his name? Isn't it Yada, the experience or something? Is it? What is it? Anton wants to be the next Charlie Kirk so bad. Oh, my God. What's that man? Yada, the experience, or Yada, the something? But he debated him. I definitely agree with Anton points on that. Yada the Explorer. Is that what it is? I don't know, but I don't agree with his talking points. And he's short. He's little, but beautiful family. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, I thought this was interesting. That was Anton's response. I linked the full video, so make sure you go check out the full video on the channel. There was some more on there as well if you haven't checked. Oh, Yada the Awakening. Oh, okay, yeah. That's it. That's his name. Yeah. He has some great talking points, but some of the stuff I just don't agree with. That's it. It's just a disagreement. I don't know him personally. He has a gorgeous family and all of that stuff. So he looks successful. He looks like he's doing well, and his family is beautiful. So that's all I can say. I don't go too personal. I don't know these people. You can't go personal when you don't know folks. I can only do surface level with what you put out there, and that's it. And a disagreement don't mean it's a personal hateful thing because I don't know you. And that's what I think. I think people need to understand that, you can have a disagreement with somebody, but it doesn't have to go personal because you don't know the person, because then it just become attacks. Then you're just attacking somebody for a disagreement, which is kind of dumb in a sense, Yada the Explorer, LOL, no. I thought it was a Yada to something. Yada the Awakening. Shout out to him. Thank you. Nah, I mean, 4359, I appreciate you. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. I know that I've seen the guy's videos. I actually reacted to a clip he posted that I didn't agree with, but he's posted his family. It's a beautiful family, I must say, beautiful wife. So he must be doing something right. That's all I'll say with that. But yeah, it is what it is, y'all. I'm gonna leave it there. I was gonna do the panel, but y'all, we passed the 2-hour mark. I gotta get out of here. But I do appreciate everybody who tuned in, everybody who gave super chats or cash apps. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out, y'all. That definitely supports the channel. Also, make sure you are supporting the channel with the videos that are posted. At least give it a like or share or leave a comment to let me know it's real, y'all. That definitely helps the channel out. I'll definitely do more live streams, so make sure you have that notification bell clicked on so that you'll be notified when I do go live. I do appreciate y'all for being here. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Stay tuned for more, y'all. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Y'all take care. I'll see you later. Mwah. Bye.
It's DeeDeesReactions. DeeDeesReactions. I hope you enjoy the show. Like, share, subscribe. You know it's a vibe. Like, share, subscribe. 'Cause you know it's a vibe. It's DeeDeesReactions. Tell a friend, it's DeeDeesReactions. It's DeeDeesReactions. DeeDeesReactions. Later. It's DeeDeesReactions.